Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Friday. We begin a rainy weather pattern today with our best chances of rain today and tomorrow. But for yesterday, we had highs in the upper 60s. Hopefully you were able to enjoy it because today is going to be much cooler because of the overcast skies and the rainfall, with temperatures mostly in the mid 50s. Maybe some areas getting into the upper 50s if it's dry enough for a portion of the day. But here's a look at Supercast. 8 a.m. Rain for many spots, and we'll continue with the rain. Could be moderate to heavy at times, and so that could lead to some heavy downpours. May even get a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms as well, so lightning being the primary threat. Once we get towards the late afternoon, evening hours, we actually do get an opportunity to dry out just in time for any evening activities that you might have. Whatever rain may end up being in the area, it's going to be generally light. Very low risk that there might be some moderate heavy downpours for the area, but nothing like what it will be for much of the day today. We'll get a chance to dry out a little bit, and then we'll continue with spotty activity overnight tonight. Tomorrow, we may end up starting dry at 8 a.m., but notice rain begins to move in. 11 a.m., still most of the rain down in our southern communities. So Lawrence is dry for the kickoff for the Sunflower Showdown. And then once you get into 1 o'clock, Washburn kicks off. Now that rain's starting to move into Topeka and Lawrence. Nothing overly heavy, though, but enough to where I would bring the rain gear if you're going to either of those games, whether you're going to Lawrence for the Sunflower Showdown or you're going to the Washburn game. Have rain gear. It's not going to be anything like what we'll have for today with the rainfall rates, but it's going to be kind of it may at times be a steady light downpour. Here's a look at potential rainfall through 7 p.m. today. That's a lot of rain for some areas. Many spots over an inch. And then tacking on tonight into tomorrow, adding on to that as well. Taking a look at some of our other computer models and showing we're going to get some locally heavy downpours in several areas. We're going to continue to keep an eye on it. Obviously, I think today is going to be the best overall chance of rain, especially through 3 p.m. And then after that, it comes down to a mostly dry hit-miss. Mostly dry hit-and-miss Saturday morning, and then it comes back up to a consider plan B as some may be dry for Saturday afternoon. And then coming back down to mostly dry hit-and-miss on Sunday. And then for early next week, there's a little bit of uncertainty on rain chances next week. Again, after this morning and early afternoon hours, any rain whatsoever for the rest of the 8-day forecast period, it's not going to be as heavy or as widespread as this morning and early afternoon. You'll notice that temperatures are going to be pretty much in the upper 40s for lows, pretty much in the mid to upper 50s, maybe reaching 60 for highs, really for the next 8 days. And of course, you see Halloween there. But we do have a cold front coming through early in the week. And you'll notice that because lows actually get a little bit cooler. Highs don't necessarily get cooler. They stay about the same. But because we get a drop in humidity levels as we get into Monday night and then especially Tuesday nights, our lows get cooler. But because it's drier, temperatures pretty much stay steady for highs. As far as the extended outlook is concerned, we will have dry conditions, or a probability of drier than normal conditions in both the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14-day outlook. So hopefully we can get some meaningful rainfall over these next couple of days, because we may struggle to get rain as we get into the second half of next work week and continuing beyond that for about a week or so. And then we have equal chances of drier than normal, wetter than normal, equal chances of above normal and below normal for temperatures in the 3 to 4 week outlook. Please check back in daily for updates. We're going to take this on a day-by-day basis. Today, rain likely this morning and early afternoon, becoming more scattered and weakening with the rainfall rates as the afternoon progresses. So by this evening, it won't be overly heavy and it won't be overly widespread. There's going to be a lot of dry areas. So good news for any evening plans that you might have. And however warm it gets today, it's not going to cool off all that much overnight. Whether or not we stay in the low to mid 50s, as some models are indicating, regardless of that, we only cool down in the upper 40s because of those higher dew points that we'll have that will be increasing throughout the morning hours. So whatever we get for these next couple of afternoons, I'm really only thinking upper 40s to near 50 for lows. We're not cooling off all that much, no matter what we get for afternoon highs. So just take with that what you will. Have a great day. Be very careful out on the roadways. with the wet roads and be mindful of the risk of thunderstorms. It's a low risk, but it's possible. Have a great day.